Hi kids, my name is Kaylee and I'll be your teacher today. I live in Houston, Texas, which is in the United States of America, and I'm about to graduate from nursing school. I'm so happy to be here and to teach you about animal and plant cells. So as you can see, these are two pictures of an animal cell and a plant cell. This is the animal cell and this is the plant cell. And both cells have parts which are called organelles. So these things inside of the cell are the cell's organelles. And the organelles lay in the cytoplasm, which is the jelly-like substance that surrounds them. So this is the cytoplasm, and I didn't color it in so that you could see that all the organelles lay in the cytoplasm. The plant cell is slightly different than the animal cell. Plant cells have two additional parts, a cell wall and the chloroplast. Chloroplast is where photosynthesis takes place. If you haven't heard about photosynthesis, it's the way that plants make food for themselves. It requires sunlight and water and carbon dioxide to produce food for the plant. So photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplasts, which are only found in plant cells. And the cell wall is also only found in a plant cell. Animal cells only have cell membranes, while the plant cell has the plasma membrane or cell membrane and a cell wall. A cell wall is made of cellulose, which is a thicker structural support and protection for the cell that filters what enters and exits the cell. So the plasma membrane is made up of cholesterol and protein, and it's selectively permeable, which means that only specific things can pass through the membrane. This regulates what enters and exits the cell. So an animal cell only has a cell membrane. There is no cell wall. And this is because the cell wall is a thicker protection and it gives the plant cell more structure. Animal cells are less structured. And in both cells we have lysosomes, mitochondria, nucleus, nucleolus, and the endoplasmic reticulum. And also found in the animal cell are free ribosomes. So what the lysosome does is that it's an organelle that contains digestive enzymes which digest excess or worn out organelles, food, and it engulfs viruses or bacteria. So these are the lysosomes. There's one here, and there's a bunch in the plant cell. And the next organelle is the free ribosomes. And ribosomes produce protein through translations of messenger RNA, also known as mRNA, which creates temporary copies of DNA. Inside the nucleus is where all the cell's genetic information is stored. This is where the DNA and RNA are. The nucleus also regulates the cell's activities, growth, metabolism, protein synthesis, and reproduction. Inside of the nucleus is a nucleolus. And this is where the ribosomal subunits from proteins and ribosomal RNA are made, which basically means that more genetic information for the cell is made here. And the outer body is what controls the cell's activities and holds the completed genetic information. And then after this, we have the endoplasmic reticulum. And the endoplasmic reticulum makes cellular products like hormones and lipids, which help the cell function. Endoplasmic reticulum is also in the plant cell, as is the nucleolus, which is the inside of the nucleus. The nucleus is also known as the cell's control center. And then we have vacuoles, which there are many in the animal cell, whereas the plant cell only has the one big one. And vacuoles are storage bubbles. And the vacuole in the plant cell is much larger than the animal cell, and it stores food and nutrients to keep the cell alive, and it stores waste, so the rest of the cell is protected from the contamination of waste products. And then next we have the mitochondrion, which creates energy or ATP for the cell. The mitochondrion are also in the plant cell. That was a lot of information, so I hope you now understand what an animal cell is made up of and what a plant cell is made up of and what the differences are. Just to review, let's go over the differences. So a plant cell has chloroplasts to produce photosynthesis and create food and nutrients for the cell. Animal cells do not do photosynthesis. And then a plant cell has one large vacuole with cell sap to store nutrients and to remove waste from the cell, where animal cells only have little vacuoles to store nutrients and remove waste. And then the plant cell has a cell wall, where the animal cell only has the cell membrane, but the plant cell has both. Have a good day.